morning, folks. Dwayne here. Today I'm going to be changing out the AC compressor belt and the fan belt on my 303.5 E2CR mini excavator. What's been going on is they get a lot of squeaking from the belt, but the AC doesn't blow cold all the time. It just works and then it just kind of quits blowing cold, and it's due to the belt being worn and not getting any more grip when the compressor turns on, basically. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is remove these three bolts right here. I believe they're 13mm. This, by the way, just can be picked up. See, it just slides down over that metal piece like a groove. But anyway, you can just pick that up out of the way, or stick it back on like that. But anyway, I'm going to take those three bolts out, move that out of the way. Okay, got the windshield washer fluid bracket and bottle moved out of the way, and I took there was a tie strap right here and a bracket that wrapped around this hose that I took off, and then I took an old shoelace. I keep one in my toolbox. Just started doing that because I find it being very useful for things like this. Like wrapped around the line, tied it over there. That also helps keep this bottle from wanting to fall out so it won't spill, because if it gets on the side it leaks out the top. But anyway, so I got it set up to where now I can get down in there. So let me get a light to show you. You can now see the AC belt, which is this small one, and then this one right here is the fan belt. And I want to show you, if I can show you, get my light situated where it won't move, and get my hand in there without blocking the camera. But anyway, you may not be able to see too well, but this belt for the fan is pretty loose, hardly any tension on it. And the well, I'll take my right hand down in there. Yeah, let me put the light up here where I can see. See, I put the light where I can see the belt, but then you can't see what I'm doing. Anyway, the AC belt is even looser than the fan belt, so anyway, so it's a good thing that I'm changing those. But like I said, I'm doing both of them. So but yeah, I watched a video on a guy that had a 305, and his was overheating, and it was because the fan belt was real loose and basically not able to activate the fan or whatever to keep the engine cool. So he went ahead and changed both of his out at the same time as well. But anyway, it's just a very noticeable note, I guess you could say, to keep an eye on your belts, because evidently they wear out and then they don't have any more tension on them. So just keep an eye on that if you have one of these machines, and that way you won't have any problems. Alright, let's get to it. Let's change these out. Okay, got the old ones out to show you a good view of what it looks like in there without anything in the way at the moment. Okay, so there's the old ones. Look at how old, look how beat up. This is the AC compressor. I mean, it's got chunks missing out of it. I could spin that thing with a little bit of resistance. So that wasn't very tight, but it was also, you know, pretty, boy, I can't talk. It was worn down pretty good. The fan one, it don't look too bad, but it was loose when I checked it too. So, but that one, you could probably really and truly tighten up the thing and the tension and probably get away with it for a little bit while, but longer. But anyway, with being I'm doing one, I'm doing both. That way I won't be back in here anytime soon. Okay, so let me get them on there and we'll keep on going. Okay, got the fan belt back on there as well. So I was getting ready to tighten it up, and I noticed that the tensioner was broke. I thought that the bolt had just come all the way out of there and, you know, just totally loose. And then I went to put it back together and I realized completely broke in half. So I was like, well, let me get some new stuff. So I got a new bolt from Cat, and I went ahead and got a new one of these because it was hard to get the other half out of there. It was still in there, and I thought maybe that thing's messed up a little bit. So I got a new one. That way, when you put the tension or release the tension on the belt, should be real easy. Anyway, so let's put that in there. Okay, so I got this belt tensioner for the fan right here. So just showing it to you because you won't be able to tell or know how it works without having it out like I do here. So this is pretty much how it goes all when it's all installed. So this bolt has an interesting stack up. So you got the bolt, a washer, a spacer, a washer, and a nut. So that just locks in your bolt. Your bolt loosens your tension. This slides up and down. That's pretty much how it goes. Like that on the engine, and the bolt that you see here will go through that hole, and you can kind of see the shape of a bracket. There's a bracket that kind of comes up. It's shaped like a banana, but it'll go on that, and then your bolt will go through that bracket into this bracket and onto that nut plate that you see right there. That's how it actually stays on there. So it basically just kind of floats on that bracket, that banana looking bracket that's in there. And then over here, this will just tighten up into the alternator. So you can see that right there. Turn the bolt, you know, then you can loosen or tighten your belt. Anyway, let's put this together. Okay, I got it back on there. I'm going to try and show it to you. Might be lost there for a second. Let me turn you sideways. I can actually get to it. To get some of the brightness of the light. Okay, you can kind of see it right there. Yeah, there you go. You can see the two bolts. The first one that you see right there is actually for the whole bracket, and then the one way back there behind it is the one that goes into the alternator. So I'm going to put you in there just a little bit closer. You can see that banana looking bracket that I was talking about. So bear with me if you kind of feel like you're lost for a second. Anyway, you should be on it right there, hopefully. I can't see the camera now, but you can see that bracket that looks like a banana coming up there, or shaped like a banana, I should say. Sorry. Anyway, and then that other bracket that has the tensioner goes into it, and it all gets tightened together. Kind of pinches, like I said, squeezes that one bracket with that bolt. But anyway, that's how it goes. Hopefully that will be good for you. Okay, so now you can see the bolt, barely, the bolt head. Let me get that light there. Okay. Yeah, so that's the bolt head right there. You get your socket on there. And now I'm ready to tighten the belt. I'm not sure which way. I gotta go the other way. So right there was tightening. So basically loosening the bolt will actually in turn move that bracket away from you, which would in turn tighten the belt. So right now I'm like loosening the bolt to take it out in a sense, but it's really tightening the fan up. Yeah, it just got tension on it. It's kind of hard to move now. Let's check and see how. It's still pretty tight. I mean loose, Anyway, let me keep doing this. It's hard to do it with one hand. That bolt right there, you have to loosen that in order for this bracket right here to slide back and forth. So loosen that, then you can tighten this or loosen it, which I believe if you tighten it, if you move this in the tighten direction, which is clockwise, it'll loosen the belt. Yeah, that's right. And then if you do it in counterclockwise, which is, you would think you'd be loosening the bolt, which actually in turns pushes that bracket away, which tightens the belt. Anyway, I got it all back on there. Now I'm ready to put the bottom panel on and button this back up. Okay, I didn't show you this, but right here on the bottom side, up underneath this panel, you can see the belt tensioner for the AC compressor belt. So that one is the bolt right there. And I think that one you can turn it lefty loosey, righty tighty, I think, but I don't even remember now after I've done it, because I done that a couple days ago because I was waiting on parts for the upper tensioner for the fan belt. But anyway, there is a nut on the front side of that pulley that we're looking at right there, and you have to loosen that first before you can move the bolt right here that we're looking at for the tension. So you just loosen it a little bit, and then you can come back down underneath here and loosen that bolt, and that'll loosen or tighten the belt. So that's how you loosen and tighten the one for the AC belt. Just want to show you that. All right, there we go. Got that panel back up there. Okay, got all that together. Now we're putting this bracket on, which is the bracket that holds the windshield washer fluid reservoir. What the hell? Okay, that is back on there. All right. Okay, we got this all back together. Got the windshield washer fluid reservoir right there. Like you saw the bracket go back on. There's this little clamp right here. Bolts right there. Then a bunch of tie straps holding all the wires together. I put one tie strap right there to hold those two big bundles of hardened cables. I don't know what they are exactly, but anyway. So they're right there fastened to that. And then I tied them together right there to keep them off of that engine right there in that bracket. But anyway, let's see, everything's good. Let's crank it up. All right, let's crank this thing up. Let's go back there and look at it. Good. Not rubbing on anything, so that's good. Let's see how the AC is doing. I can already feel it. Blowing ice cold. Oh yeah. That's nice. a lot better now. I'm happy about that. Alright, well, good deal. Good deal. Alright. Well, that's that. Alright, just looking at it one more time. Alright, well, that's fixed. Happy about that. Good deal. Alright, well, I'm going to end this video right here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.